Hello, good morning. It is Marianne Marinas, Realtor here with you today, and I just wanted to talk about the mortgage rates for 2020. In case you haven't heard, our interest rates are at an all-time low. Since this past year, we are down to, depending on how many years, for a 15-year to 30-year mortgage, between 3.3 to 3.6%. Now, I'm not a loan officer, but I'm just, I have to be aware of what's going on in the mortgage industry and the real estate industry. So, of course, these rates can always change, but just kind of give you a heads up, we are at an all-time low. And I just want to kind of talk about what does that mean if you are a home seller, a homeowner, or if you are thinking of buying, if you're a renter, what does a low mortgage interest rate mean for you, and what should you do about it, or should you do anything at all? So if you own your home and you're not in the market to sell, you're not even thinking about selling, and you're thinking, well, maybe I should refinance, is this a good option for me? It can be a really good option, but based on research that I have done personally and just speaking to loan officers, you want to make sure that you're getting a savings of at least a 1% interest rate. So, if it's a 5% and you're going to go down to 3.6, that's a really good time to talk to a loan officer to see about your options for refinancing. Ask them to, do a whole analysis for you so you can look at the cost to refinance, because there is a cost to refinance. It could be between 2 to 3% of your whole entire loan to refinance. So, you do need to talk to them about that and weigh your options, because if you're going to refinance to save and then you're selling in a year, you're probably not going to be saving that much money. But if you're not going to be selling for another 5 to 10 to 20 years, it could be a really good option for you. So refinance can be really good, but it might not be a good fit for everybody. Okay, so now maybe you own a home, but you're thinking of maybe selling. So what should you do? What does this low interest mean? Well, it can mean quite a few things. It can mean it's a really good time to sell in the year 2020. Why is that? Well, when you have low interest rates, you're going to have more people looking to buy. They want to take advantage of that interest rate while they can, before it might potentially go back up. And so there is a good chance that it's going to go back up before the end of the year. So that means there might be more sellers on the market trying to take advantage of this seller market opportunity. And, so you want to be sure that you take advantage of this time to get the right buyer for your home. And if you are a home buyer, again, the interest rates are low. This is the all-time low. It's been since, I don't even know how many years now. Then it's been this low, but at the same time, it's probably not going to get much lower than this. If anything, it will go back up in the end of the year or a year to come. So it's a really good time to buy, a really good time to sell. Now, if you're thinking of selling and you're trying to decide, should you sell this year or should you sell next year? The only thing about the interest rates, if it tends to go up, some, then that means your home price most likely is going to stay about the same, because people's payments are going to go up for the same cost of your house. So if the price doesn't stay the same, but the interest rates go up, then their payment is going to go up, which means that it's going to be really hard to kind of raise the price of your home if the interest rates go up. So that's just something to consider if you should sell this year or wait until next year because of, life situations or whatever it is that you're thinking about. It's just all these things to consider. And again, if you're selling, it's a good time to buy because the interest rates are low. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I did kind of want to highlight a little bit about this article here about mortgage trends for 2020. I guess the biggest one for me here is, if you are looking for a bigger loan amount, if you see a house in the 500 price range, the jumbo loan mortgage is going to be increased to $510,400. Before it was lower. I want to say it was $475,000, and you had to do some extra steps to get that jumbo mortgage. But in 2020, they're going to be increasing that. So, it'll be easier to get that jumbo mortgage if you find that house that, was a little over that 475 mark, and it's, and you really wanted it, but it was just more steps to get that loan. This is a good time to do that. Cosigners, if you need a cosigner, there's a little more flexibility there. Low down payments for jumbo loans. So with no PMI, up to 5% with no PMI. And if you're trying to go in the 3 million market, 10% down. And just some other things here. If you're self-employed, before you had to have 2 years bank statements, 2 years tax returns, and now there's going to be an option to look at bank statements. So bank statement loan programs, if you're a self-employed business owner, this is something definitely could be good for you. So if you have any questions, if you need a loan officer to talk to, I can introduce you to some. Otherwise, if you have any real estate questions, feel free to reach out. Have a great day.